Welcome people to another video. It's been quite some time. There are two reasons for that. One, I got a little sick and yeah, just wasn't able to do anything. And then I took a week off and yeah, basically did work stuff and real life stuff and yeah, kind of been trying to get better. Um, as you can hear, oh, sorry, that was maybe a little bit disgusting. But as you can hear, I'm still not like 100%. It's still kind of, it drags on. Um, but it's good. Like, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling okay. Everything's cool. Um, cool enough so that I can like try doing stuff again. And I mean, 2 weeks is a long ass time. Um, so we were at the point where I got like 500 subs, and I was really grateful for that, and I still am. We are now at 530. Obviously, not too much of a change, which makes sense because I haven't been posting anything. But yeah, it's a good thing that you people are still here. I'm very grateful for that, and yeah, we can continue our journey now. Um, we will do so by showing you first what I did the last week, right? Like obviously I've not just been sitting around doing nothing. In my free time, I've been like playing a game here, a game there. Um, Not as excessively as I usually do it, which also comes at a price, and the price that I had to pay was yeah, for slacking off was basically getting my ass beaten at both regionals, online regionals that were because I was just heavily underprepared. The Crocodile thing was very random and very spontaneous. It did not work out too well. I knew I was like almost free winning Law, or that was what that was what I was hoping. Talking is difficult, dudes. Um, but in the end, yeah, I played mostly Whitebeard, and Whitebeard just completely beat me up. That felt really bad, but yeah, I've adapted a little bit and changed the deck up, so it works way better against Whitebeard. So I think I'm prepared to try it again. Only have two chances left though, which is Lyon and Liverpool. So yeah, fingers crossed that traveling so far like at least has some payoff, right? Because just going there to get my ass beat is kind of whack. So yeah, one time Croc got beaten, and then I played last week without practicing it at all, which is my own fault. I played the Black Luffy because I thought it is probably pretty similar to Lucci. Um, yeah, the deck works really well. The deck is really strong. Whitebeard is no problem. I think it's like probably 80-20 in your favor, which is really high, but I mean, that's just black generally, right? With Lucci, it's the same. I mean, in Bielefeld, I was like 6-1 against Whitebeard with Lucci. And here in this event, I was 4-1 with Luffy. So I lost to one Whitebeard, beat four. So yeah, it's just, it's really good against Whitebeard, and it is really good against Law. Like I did not expect the Black Luffy to be so different in the matchup, but the Law matchup is so good with the Black Luffy, whereas you can struggle with the Lucci sometimes. I don't like playing that matchup with Lucci. Um, every other matchup is probably better for Lucci, um, but the Law matchup, like having that good of a matchup against Law, I think that's probably a good point for just playing Black Luffy instead of Lucci. Um, yeah, because Whitebeard, like they both beat Whitebeard, both in a different style, but they both beat Whitebeard very good. Um, I did lose to Queen though. She bottom decked, I think, like two 10-drop Kuzans and a Shanks. That was like super rough. I lost to a Rebecca in the last game. That was also pretty sad, but I mean, we already knew that none of us would get anything because I lost the first two rounds. I won the first against Whitebeard, lost the second to Zoro, and the third to Queen, or the second to Queen's third to Zoro, something like that. And yeah, basically knew my tiebreakers are going to be shit because the Queen player probably loses after that, and the Zoro player probably as well. Yeah, losing early rounds is just so bad. So yeah, my tiebreaker was already done when I was like at the 5th or 6th round. I could already see in the standings that I'm like super bottom of wherever I was at that time. Yeah, so that doesn't really bother me too much because I knew I was a little underprepared. But it just showed me the strength of black. Which makes it a little hard to not just play black in the other 2 offline regionals, but I really, really, really want to win with something that is not black. Yeah, I really want to play Crocodile. To be honest, it's not just the color; it's really I want to play Crocodile. But whether I actually pull through with it, we will see. I will show you now, though, just quickly so that you have more than just me talking. I will show you what I've been cooking. So I've been trying out this deck. Apparently, it's not yet legal in Lyon, even though it is set to be released before the 7th of November, which means technically could be legal. If it was legal, I might be tempted to play this because out of all the 3 leaders, I found the Captain Kid to be the most fun. I like the idea of it, minus dawning stuff, then pale killing stuff, which is something that I've come to love from all my Vivi playtesting that I've done. Because Vivi's kind of fun. I really like Vivi. I don't think it's like too good because it has every slow deck basically super giga beats you. But it has some good matchups into Whitebeard for some reason. Can't really tell why though. Just the characters just work so good because Whitebeard is so good at being 6k and everything 6k and all these -2 buddies that can rush right away, turn them into 4ks, and it's just like he has to drop so many cards or leave all his buddies to die, and that's like it's kind of fun, it's kind of good. But we are not talking about Vivi right now. We are talking about Kid. Kid does a similar thing though. Minus Dawn, mine minus power, the purple minus power, Hydra minus power. You swing for the stuff, you kill the stuff, you can pale the stuff, you can negate the stuff. This guy turns you into a 6k leader. This guy is Isho. Like, it's so overloaded. You have ramp. I love ramping. So yeah, it kind of makes sense that I'm enjoying this deck, I guess. Yeah, not too much playtesting done though, because I can only play this against myself or OP05 stuff, which is like a completely different meta. So yeah, kind of doesn't make sense to value anything here. But I think it has potential, and yeah, let's see how quickly this thing becomes legal, or if it is legal in Liverpool, or maybe not legal in OP04 at all. Who knows? This is the Black Luffy that I've been playing. It's basically I mean, yeah, okay. I think like Prince Schulze, one of my followers, has played this in top 3. He did a really good job, way better than me. And I took a little inspiration from that. Changed the ratios a little bit. He played 4 of him, 2 of him. I changed it a little bit because I thought 3-3 is pretty good and I will see both of them a lot. Turns out I've played Shanks in every single game, and I've only played Kuzan in 2 games. One game where he won me the game and he actually stick to the board, and one game against the Queen where he didn't stick. But I at least had him in hand. And other than that, I really didn't ever draw the Kuzan, which is kind of weird. Since he's kind of my win condition in the deck. Yeah, but these 2 in conjunction really good, and yeah, Shanks is just kind of the carry. Like, he does I don't know, so much work. Law completely obliterated by this thing. Really good against Zoro, really good against Whitebeard if you have the setup. Yeah, and this is just my spice. I just love that card. I just need that card. And yeah, if we have Brick, we can remove Brick to, and I mean, we're playing a lot of Brick, right? So having that always feels a little, feels really good. And the trigger is really nice as well. So can't really let go of that yet. Then I've been playing a little bit of Oden. There's a lot of tricky stuff going on, but basically you want to have a deck that it goes first because everyone wants to go second. So being good at going first is a good thing. Oh, by the way, with Luffy, I've played 5 Whitebeards. I've went second, I think, a single time. I only won a single dice roll against the Whitebeards. That was really rough, but I mean, I still won 4-1, so it's very good at going first. This thing, though, it thrives at going first, and it is really good at going second as well. Because going second, you could technically cheese out these 2 at 4 dawn in your second turn. But usually you want to go 3, 5, 6, restand dawn, and then yeah, just play your game. Or you want to go 3, 5, and if your opponent is like Whitebeard, for example, he will 4-drop the Frankie. He will swing with the Frankie in the next turn, the 5 dawn turn, at the 6 dawn turn. That means you have this guy out because it was your 5 dawn turn, and this in your first turn. You play Okiku on and the Denjiro on 5. Then he swings with his Frankie, and he 6-drops either Thatch, or if you're really lucky, which I really prefer because it's such an annoying play, he plays the Luffy, swings in your life, and then you can play the Demon Face into turn 6 instead of the Kinemon, and you kill both his characters, you attach a Dawn to the Denjiro, you swing 8, and you still got 2 Dawn open. So good. So you can either play defensively or swing 6 or 7 with your leader as well. That's really, really, really good. And it has the 10-drop as well. That's basically like you got this out, you get this out, you get this out. I don't know. You have 10 Dawn, you play the 10-drop. Your opponent cannot restand. You use your leader ability, you trash one of your whatever cards, maybe a brick card. You gain 2 Dawn, give 1 to Danjiro, you swing. You get 2 Dawn back again, which means you have now 3 open Dawn. So you could technically swing Okiku, you could swing Kinemon, and restand the Okiku and swing Okiku again, right? And swing with your leader. So you get like loads of swings, double swings, and your opponent cannot restand. So you repeat that in the next turn. That's such a good combo. But yeah, very brick heavy, which is the reason why you kind of need to be careful with all these powerful cards, like the ratios and stuff, because I would usually play 4 of them if I had a chance to get rid of them. Like if green had the 0 cost event, I would probably just fill up. I just fill it up. 4, 4, 4, 4, because these cards are so powerful. Yeah, Demon Face also no counter, no trigger. Really hard card sometimes, so you could cut it down to 2, but you really want to have it on 6 in certain matchups. Then we got Vivi. This version is basically playing all around the minus Dawn, minus attack, minus attack, minus attack, minus attack, minus attack, minus attack. Kill, kill, kill. Yeah, bounce. So it's basically you play stuff, you just build up board, right? This dude doesn't attack. You play this guy, you just let it stick. You play this guy, you just let it stick. You play this guy, now you go in, like, right? You give him rush, you give him a Dawn, you give him a Dawn, you clear out the whole board, and that's when you win. Because now he has to clear 3 threats, which he cannot do in 1 turn, and then you just keep playing new stuff, and you keep accelerating your lead, which is a really nice strategy, a really nice deck. I really like that. Yeah, need to go into a bit of more of testing though, because yeah, didn't really do too much playing. Like I said, like all of these decks, I've created them in the last week. Just playing a few games here, a few games there. This is just for you getting the idea, and yeah, basically understanding what I did and what I'm trying to achieve with these decks. um, yeah, this is the Crocodile, the new version that I'm playing currently. I'm basically still trying to get like 20 trigger cards that ramp me. We have these, which is semi-ramp trigger, because you need to have one of those on board already to work out. But yeah, that's that. And these trigger, you just off the. I'm so done, people. I can't do it anymore. I guess I will explain this one and then we call it a day. No gameplay today, but yeah. We will see each other again, so don't worry. You will get gameplay for all of these decks. But yeah, for now, you basically just take the first life, you try to ramp. If you're going second, you play this ramp. If you're going first, you play this ramp. Doesn't matter. If you're going second and your first ramp was first life was a ramp, which is very likely, and then you could technically even play her, so it doesn't matter, one of these. If you're going first and your first life was a ramp, then you could, instead of play her, play the Brachio Bomber, kill the Frankie, kill the Luffy, whatever he has on board. In the later stages of the game, you have Yamato that kills stuff, you have this thing that kills stuff, this thing that kills stuff, this thing that kills blockers. So you got a lot of KOing stuff, which means once you have like 2 of the big guys, like we play 12 big guys, if you have 2 or 3 on board, you can just use your events to remove the board and just swing face. That's basically the idea. And since they all have the trigger ramping you, it's very, very versatile and can snowball out of control super quickly. And I like that. Really like that. Good. So that's that. I think the other decks are all old decks. I've just like used my mobile phone where all the new decks are, and I've pulled them over just to show you. Now you've seen them. I hope you enjoy what I do here. If you have interest in a specific deck, just let me know. I will show you the gameplay for that. I will do this so regardless of what you like or not. Like I have, I have it planned. So first off, we will play a little bit of my Crocodile because that's what I want to play in Lyon if it works out. And then I will show you some Vivi because I do like playing that game, that deck, and yeah, the Oden as well. So yeah, if you look forward to that, then look forward to it. I don't know. Yeah. Thanks for watching, people. Good to be back. Sorry for the waiting. Sorry for the missed content. And yeah, we will see each other in the next video.